Did you know that something like 70% of high-performing sales teams um, regularly look at motivational content? It's true.
Yeah.
Top performers, they really get the power of mindset,
Yeah.
you know, and inspiration when it comes to hitting those quotas.
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
A whole list of motivational movies curated by the Sales Experts. They're a UK-based sales recruitment agency
Right.
that really knows how to build a winning team.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for films that resonate with, sales leaders, hiring managers, executives,
Yeah.
anyone who's driving a team towards sales success.
What's interesting about this list is the movies, they aren't your typical sales flicks.
Right.
We're talking about films like Croupier, which is a thriller in the world of casinos.
Oh, okay.
Matchstick Men, which is a story about a con artist.
Wow.
They offer some, unexpected insights into leadership and motivation and the human element that drives sales.
Exactly. The Sales Experts, they compiled 21 movies on their blog, and we're going to zero in on a few that offer really good lessons for our listeners.
Awesome.
So, first up, let's take a look at a classic.
Okay.
Glengarry Glen Ross from 1992.
Yeah.
This takes us inside a high-pressure sales office where the stakes are very high and the atmosphere is really intense.
This film, it does such a good job of depicting the consequences of a toxic sales culture.
Right.
That's built on fear and desperation. Do you remember that scene with Alec Baldwin's character?
Of course.
He berates the sales team.
Yeah. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for closers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it captures perfectly that cutthroat mentality.
Okay.
That can just really permeate a dysfunctional sales environment.
It's unforgettable, and it really shows the damage that kind of leadership can inflict.
Oh, yeah.
You see the desperation, you see the erosion of trust within the entire team.
Yeah, and that's where it connects to modern sales leadership in a powerful way. Today, creating a supportive and motivating environment, that is absolutely crucial for building a successful team.
Yeah.
It's about fostering ethical behavior, recognizing individual achievements, and creating a culture of collaboration.
Right.
Not cutthroat competition.
So instead of that always be closing mentality, it's more like always be building.
Yes.
Build relationships, building trust, building a positive and supportive environment where your team can actually thrive.
Exactly. Shifting from a fear-based culture to one that focuses on empowerment and growth.
Yeah.
That can make all the difference.
Huge difference. Okay, let's change gears now and look at a film that takes a very different approach. Moneyball from 2011.
Okay.
This one's about challenging the status quo and finding creative solutions.
This is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
It tells the story of Billy Beane, the Oakland A's general manager, who uses data and analytics to build a competitive team, even though they have a tiny budget.
Yeah.
He goes against those traditional scouting methods.
Right.
And he embraces a data-driven approach.
Yeah.
It totally revolutionized the game.
That's awesome. So it's a great example of how thinking outside the box and embracing innovation can lead to remarkable results.
It is.
But how does that, translate to the world of sales?
That's what's so interesting about this. Think about all the data that sales leaders have available today.
Right.
We have CRM systems tracking every interaction. We have marketing automation tools that are giving insights into customer behavior. I mean, we have so much information at our fingertips.
It's true.
So just like Billy Beane used data to identify undervalued players, sales leaders can use data analytics to identify high potential leads, optimize their sales funnel, make smarter decisions across the board.
So it's not just about having the data, it's about actually using it.
Exactly.
Strategically to get a competitive advantage.
Moneyball is a powerful reminder that data can change the game for sales teams, just like it did for the Oakland A's.
Totally. Okay, now our next film. This one always sparks some debate.
Oh, okay.
The Founder.
Oh, yeah.
Which tells the story of Ray Kroc.
Right.
And the rise of McDonald's.
It delves into those really complex issues of ambition, entrepreneurship, and those ethical dilemmas that can happen when you're chasing success.
Right.
Ray Kroc's drive to expand McDonald's led to incredible achievements, but also some questionable decisions.
Exactly. It makes you really think about the compromises people make on their way to the top.
Right.
So was Ray Kroc a visionary entrepreneur who changed the fast food industry?
Yeah.
Or was he a ruthless businessman who used other people to build his empire?
That's a question that really hits home for sales leaders today.
Yeah.
How do you balance your ambition with your integrity?
Right.
How do you build a successful business without compromising your values? Those are the kind of questions that the founder forces us to face.
For sure. It's a reminder that sales success, it should never come at the expense of ethical conduct.
Building a sustainable and ethical business requires strong leadership, a clear set of values, and a commitment to just doing things the right way.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a film that's kind of a cautionary tale. The Wolf of Wall Street from 2013.
Okay.
It's a wild ride through the world of excess and greed and that dark side of sales.
This one just dives headfirst into the world of high-stakes brokerage, where Jordan Belfort, played amazingly by Leonardo DiCaprio, builds this corrupt empire that's totally based on deception and manipulation.
Yeah.
The film is a roller coaster, you know? Lavish parties, crazy schemes, and ultimately you see the consequences of unchecked greed.
Yeah, it's definitely entertaining, but it also shows how important it is to build a strong ethical foundation.
Yes.
Especially within sales teams. You know, it's a reminder that you should achieve sales success through integrity and authenticity, not through manipulation or exploitation.
Absolutely. While the film is probably exaggerated, you know, for dramatic effect,
Yeah.
it really does emphasize the importance of building a culture of responsibility within sales organizations.
It's about creating an environment where ethical behavior isn't just encouraged.
Yeah.
It's expected. Like, integrity should be valued as much as actually closing deals.
And that starts with leadership setting the right tone from the top down. The Wolf of Wall Street shows us what can happen when a leader puts personal gain above ethical conduct.
That's true. It's a powerful reminder that the choices we make as sales leaders, they really affect our teams and our organizations.
Yeah.
Okay, for our final film in this segment, let's explore one that might surprise you.
Okay.
Croupier.
Oh, okay.
It's a 1998 thriller that follows a writer who takes a job as a casino croupier to pay the bills.
Interesting. This one, I think, explores those themes of observation, detachment, and the ability to really read people.
Right.
All of which can be very valuable in sales.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah. I love how the film portrays Jack, the main character. He's always analyzing people's behavior, trying to figure out their next move.
Right.
And he develops this really sharp sense of observation.
Yeah.
And kind of a almost cynical view of human nature.
Yeah, and that ability to read people, to understand what they're thinking and what they need, that can be huge in sales. Think about it.
Yeah.
The better you understand your prospects, the better you can tailor your pitch and build that rapport.
But the film it warns against becoming too detached, too cynical.
It's
about finding that balance between observation and real connection.
Yeah. In sales, you have to build trust and rapport. That's essential.
Yeah.
If you come across as too jaded or manipulative, it will hurt your credibility, and it'll hurt your ability to close deals.
So Croupier really highlights those subtle psychological dynamics.
It does.
That are at play in any environment where persuasion is key.
Yeah. It reminds us that sales, it's all about human connection.
So we've covered 5 films so far, each giving us a unique look at leadership, motivation, and sales. We've seen the dangers of a bad sales culture in Glengarry Glen Ross. We saw the power of data-driven decision-making in Moneyball.
Right.
We saw the ethical struggles that leaders face in The Founder.
Yes.
We saw what happens with uncontrolled greed in The Wolf of Wall Street. And we saw the importance of observation and connection in Croupier.
It's been a fascinating look at how these films, which seem unrelated, can offer so much insight for sales leaders.
Absolutely. And there are even more great films on the Sales Experts list. We'll be diving into those after a quick break, so stay tuned for more cinematic inspiration.
So welcome back to our deep dive into these motivational movies for sales leaders.
I'm so excited to dig deeper into the Sales Experts list of truly inspiring films.
Okay, let's jump right in with Rudy from 1993.
Okay.
A total classic underdog story. I think anyone who's faced challenges and never given up can relate to this one.
Oh, I love this movie. Rudy dreams of playing football for Notre Dame, but everyone tells him, he's too small, not talented enough.
Right.
He basically has no chance of making the team.
Yeah, and yet he doesn't give up. He pushes himself so hard.
He does.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Rudy's dedication to his goal, it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
It reminds us that to achieve sales success, you often need that same level of grit.
It's about having that fire, that refusal to accept anything less than what you want.
Exactly. Sales is a tough job. You're going to face obstacles and setbacks. But it's that unwavering belief in yourself and your goals that sets apart those who make it.
Totally. So Rudy is a great reminder that even when it seems impossible, you can achieve anything if you put your mind to it.
Now, this next film, it shows resilience in a different way, The Pursuit of Happiness,
Oh, yeah.
with Will Smith. It's a powerful story of a single father who's trying to provide for his son while he's pursuing a career in finance.
It's so moving and so inspiring. You see Chris Gardner facing homelessness, financial struggles, professional rejection, and yet he never gives up on his goals.
It's incredible. What's amazing about Chris Gardner is his ability to stay positive
Yes.
and work hard no matter what he's facing.
Yeah.
He takes an unpaid internship at a brokerage firm knowing it's his only shot. He just gets it done.
Yeah, he really embodies that kind of drive that you need to succeed in sales.
Yeah.
It's about facing those challenges head on, finding ways to overcome them, and never letting go of your dreams.
The Pursuit of Happiness shows us that achieving sales success often means overcoming tons of obstacles, but staying focused on the big picture.
Yeah. Even when things are tough.
Even when things are tough.
It's such a powerful message of hope and resilience. It speaks to anyone who's faced adversity and become stronger because of it. Okay, let's switch gears again and look at the world of lobbying with Miss Sloan.
Oh, okay.
This one's a political thriller with Jessica Chastain.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It's a masterclass in persuasion, strategy, and how to handle really complex situations. Elizabeth Sloan, the main character, is a brilliant, kind of ruthless lobbyist
Right.
who will do whatever it takes to win.
Miss Sloan really highlights how important it is to anticipate what your competition is going to do, to understand what drives them, and to come up with a strategy that plays to your strengths. It's like being a chess player.
Yeah, and it's about taking risks,
Yeah.
but like calculated ones. You know, Elizabeth Sloan is not afraid to shake things up, to change the way things are done. She knows sometimes you have to be bold to reach your goals.
Right. But the film also makes you think about the downsides of ambition. It shows us how important it is to find a balance between your work life and your personal life.
Right.
Elizabeth Sloan's drive to win, it costs her personally.
Yeah.
And it reminds us that you should never achieve sales success at the cost of your health or your values.
That's a good point. Especially for sales leaders who are constantly under pressure to get results. It's about finding a way to be successful that aligns with who you are and allows you to, like, be happy and healthy.
Exactly. Okay, for our next film, let's go into the world of high-stakes poker with Molly's Game.
Ooh, I love that one.
It's based on a true story. Molly Bloom, she ran this underground poker empire.
Yeah, it's such a fascinating look at risk, reward, and how high rollers think.
Oh, yeah. Molly Bloom, she was amazing at reading people
Yeah.
and figuring out what made them tick, and that's crucial in sales.
It is.
She was able to connect with some of the richest and most powerful people, in the world. She created this super exclusive world for them. She knew that to be successful, you have to build trust and give an experience that makes people come back for more.
It reminds us that sales success isn't just about closing a deal. It's about building those relationships, understanding your clients' needs, and finding solutions that work for everyone. Just like Molly Bloom made her players feel like winners, sales leaders need to create that same feeling for their customers.
It's all about making them feel valued. Molly's Game just highlights how important it is to know who you're selling to and tailor your approach to them and create an experience that goes above and beyond what they expect.
Love it. Okay, for our last film in this segment, let's go to a place where physical and mental strength are pushed to the extreme. Free Solo.
Oh, wow.
This documentary follows Alex Honnold as he tries to climb El Capitan without any ropes or safety gear.
That is intense.
This film is a testament to, incredible focus, meticulous planning, and the courage to go after your dreams no matter how crazy they seem.
Right.
Watching Alex Honnold climb this, vertical wall with just his bare hands and his pure determination, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It shows you that to achieve amazing things, you have to push yourself past your limits and take risks. Smart risks, though.
Right. Calculated risks.
Yeah. And it's not just about pushing yourself. It's also about having a good support system. Just like Alex Honnold had a team of people behind him, sales leaders need to create that same kind of environment.
An environment where their teams feel safe to take risks, to try new things.
To strive for excellence.
Exactly. Free Solo highlights how important it is to build a culture of trust where everyone can work together and reach their full potential.
So we've explored another 5 films from the Sales Experts list, and each one has given us unique insights into what drives sales success. From Rudy's pure determination to Chris Gardner's resilience, to Elizabeth Sloan's strategic mind, to Molly Bloom's customer focus, and Alex Honnold's, fearlessness, these films offer valuable lessons for all of us in sales.
They remind us that sales is about more than just closing deals. It's about facing challenges, learning and growing, building strong relationships, and inspiring our teams to be the best they can be.
And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into those motivational movies, chosen by the sales experts. I'm curious to see what other films they have in store for us.
So let's jump into The Social Network from 2010. It tells the story of how Facebook began and the journey of Mark Zuckerberg, the guy who started it all.
Oh, yeah. This one really takes you back to the early days of social media, You can feel the energy of a startup that's about to explode, and you see Zuckerberg's talent, his coding genius, his big vision, but also his ambition and the hard decisions he had to make along the way.
It definitely raises some big questions, like where's the line between ambition and doing the right thing? How far is too far when you're chasing your goals? What are you willing to sacrifice? And what does success really cost you in the end?
It makes you think about how we achieve sales success and whether we're doing it ethically. It can't just be about the numbers. It has to be about creating a business you believe in.
The Social Network also shows how important teamwork really is. Even though Mark Zuckerberg is often seen as the main force behind Facebook, the film shows us how important his partners and early employees were. Nobody achieves success alone. So true. To build a great sales team, you have to encourage people to work together, acknowledge individual strengths, and create a place where everyone feels appreciated and empowered.
Now let's switch gears to a classic that explores the world of big-time finance, Wall Street from 1987. It's a story of ambition, getting greedy, and the pull of money and power.
This one's a bit of a warning, showing what can happen when ambition runs wild. We see Bud Fox, this young stockbroker who gets sucked into the lifestyle of Gordon Gekko, a corporate raider who basically believes that greed is good, a real product of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Wall Street reminds us that sales success should never come at the cost of your ethics. It's easy to get caught up chasing money and status, but real satisfaction comes from building a business with integrity and purpose.
And it shows how important mentors and role models are. Bud Fox is drawn to Gordon Gekko because he sees him as a success story, but that path is dangerous. As sales leaders, we need to be aware of the values we represent and the influence we have on our teams. Okay, let's shift gears again and step into a world of art and intrigue with The Thomas Crown Affair from 1999. It's a stylish thriller that's all about confidence, planning ahead, and the thrill of the game.
Thomas Crown, a billionaire, steals a Monet painting just for the challenge. He's a master manipulator, always outsmarting everyone. He uses his charm and charisma to get what he wants.
The Thomas Crown Affair shows us that in sales, it's really important to connect with people on a personal level. People are more likely to do business with someone they genuinely like and trust.
It's about building those relationships, showing you're credible, and making a connection that goes beyond just the sale itself.
And it's about being creative and strategic. Think outside the box, be ready for any obstacles, and find clever ways to reach your goals, just like Thomas Crown does.
All right, for the final film on the sales experts list, we're going back to a place where physical and mental strength are pushed to the absolute limit.
Oh, yeah. Free Solo, a 2018 documentary about Alex Honnold's attempt to climb El Capitan without any ropes or safety gear.
It's just incredible to watch how he climbs that sheer rock face using only his skill and determination. It's like a testament to what humans can do. It shows that achieving amazing things requires pushing boundaries, taking those calculated risks, and having that unshakable belief in yourself.
Right. And while most of us aren't climbing mountains without ropes, those lessons from Free Solo totally apply to sales. We need to be willing to step outside our comfort zones, try new things, and encourage our teams to push their limits.
It's not just about individual ambition, though. It's also about creating a culture of support and trust, like the team that's behind Alex Honnold in the film. As sales leaders, we need to create an environment where our team members feel safe to take risks, learn from their mistakes, and aim for excellence.
Free Solo shows how personal drive and a strong support system work together. It reminds us that we can achieve amazing things when we collaborate.
So that wraps up our journey through these motivational movies recommended by the sales experts. It's been really insightful to see all these different qualities, strategies, and mindsets that can lead to success in sales.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen everything from Rudy's sheer determination to the ethical dilemmas in The Social Network, the strategy of Miss Sloan, the customer focus in Molly's Game, and the incredible courage in Free Solo. All of these films offer great lessons for anyone looking to build a top-performing sales team.
They definitely do. They show us that sales is about more than just closing deals. It's about leadership, having a clear vision, doing the right thing, bouncing back from setbacks, and having the guts to push yourself beyond what you think is possible. It's about building strong relationships, nurturing a positive work environment, and inspiring your team to reach their full potential.
That's so well said. The sales experts curated this list to get your creative juices flowing and reignite your passion for achieving success in sales. Take those lessons from these films, apply them to your work, and watch your sales team reach amazing new heights.